Game started.
Rina. Okay, well, let's try... oh, it's his turn to move. Let's see. What's been played here? Oh, F4. The Dutch defense. Let's try just kind of a normal line against the Dutch instead of the... I mean, what is that called? I think bird's opening with F4. It's the Dutch defense reversed when I play D5, I guess. Something like that. Can I play knight C6 and then E4? Building up to E4 in the slow way. Yeah, he stops that. Do I want to get my bishop out here? No, I guess I'm going to play slowly, I guess. Build up with E6. And knight F6. So my bishop, that's what I was wondering about. A slight squared bishop is trapped behind the scenes here, and I was wondering if it was good to be played to G4 here, but he can kick it, and if I go back he can kick it again and then maybe trap it if I haven't played E6. Yeah. So it's a bit risky. Probably forces a trade. So he's just going to castle, and he's got a weakness on D3 here, E3, that maybe I can exploit at some time with maybe knight G5, knight G4 hitting E3. But in the meantime, let's see, I need to get my pieces developed and get castled myself. Although, you know, I was just talking about the weakness on E3. I suppose bishop to C5 would have been more logical, putting a pin on E3. Still may be playable. It would probably just provoke D4 at this point. So I'm going to go for a fianchetto over here, and then I'm going to bring my knight. Ooh, that puts a stop to that idea. I was going to bring my knight over to the king side here with knight E7, but that would allow him to take here and mess up my pawns, which I don't especially want. So we need another plan for this knight. Okay, let's get my queen out of the way so the knight could come back somewhere. I also want to play C5. So I just want to move this knight at some point. And well, maybe there's something else I could do. Now that my knight is already here, could I push on to D4? You could play E4, threatening. Yeah, that's too dangerous. That threatens the fork, and it threatens the. Yeah, I made a couple of bad decisions here already. I may be in trouble. So let's reorganize. Yeah, I may already be in trouble with just the idea of him pushing E4, I take, he takes, but he doesn't go for that. So that makes my life a bit easier. Then I can think about opening up the C file here. Right, and he's got that. Yeah. And it's sort of an untakeable a knight that I cannot take because of the pin on my knight. Okay, I'm giving up. Well, there was no way out of it that time. I had to take back, and now he can mess up my pawns. Maybe I should have allowed that a long time ago. Let's. I mean, I got an open G file, right? So I got something to show for it. Okay, looks like I need to defend F6 here. I'll still get a rook to G8. But G8 to G6 was too slow. The pawn was already hanging here. And once again, it looks like I need to defend. Before I can play rook g8, I need to defend. Let's start, though. His knight. How is his knight going to get in the game? Not so easily. Defending f7 so I can play rook g8. And that's a funny move. Probably meant to go somewhere else, right? Anyway, maybe he wants to move the knight, and he needs to defend the c-pawn in advance. Okay, so I'm slowly unwinding here from my miserable initial position. The queen can didn't do that. I was going to say my queen can come to f8 and g7, putting pressure here, but he didn't go for that. Maybe a push forward in the center. If I play d5 here, pawn takes, it opens up the f-file. It's dangerous. Okay, so let's keep things closed. I'm unpinning the f-pawn. And I'm thinking of playing f6 and e5, pawn takes, pawn takes, pawn takes. So he gets a pawn there. So maybe I need to play queen queen g7 first. f6, e5, takes, 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 queen takes. Okay, that brings extra defense to g2. Can I play bishop h4 at some time? Let's see, did he play that? Yeah, he played that immediately. So I guess I had the idea of playing bishop h4 already here, so he needed to defend g2. Okay. Well, now I have bishop a6, pinning this knight. Yeah, I can do it just to be a little bit annoying. I'm not seeing a great continuation right here. I need to maybe strengthen my position a bit, or reorganize my pieces a bit.
Server announcement.
So with the knight pinned, maybe this makes a little more sense. Oh, no. I did that totally in the wrong order. I need to play f6 first and then e5. So that just gives away a pawn. That was silly. It still may be useful. It opens up this diagonal towards his king. And yeah, I gave up another pawn. Okay, let's hit his bishop. Now he's got to move the bishop. He was hitting my queen, so I couldn't just take his bishop. He defends it. So now there's two somewhat loose pieces, the knight here and the bishop here. If there's a tactic, it would probably involve them. There's a check here. There's queen here hitting the knight, but it doesn't do anything about the bishop. So queen here, he defends with the rook. Queen here, he needs to defend the bishop. That's the tactic. I take the knight first. When there's two loose pieces, you have to always watch out for the tactic. The queen is overworked. It wasn't exactly a loose piece, but the queen was trying to defend two pieces and could not manage it. So this is not so simple, however, because in my play here, I sacrificed 2 pawns unintentionally and I gained a piece, so he has compensation for his piece. I don't want to give up another pawn, so I'm going to try and keep my rook there, defend it. And I could give a piece back. Bishop takes, pawn takes, queen takes, but no, he's not allowing that. Queen here check is possible, but it'd be more effective if I first disrupted his queenside pawns here. So I'm thinking in kind of minority attack here, 2 on 4. I'm going to play b4 here and provoke an exchange, and then queen here check. Still not going to win anything because his queen's defending there. Let's think about this. Well, this pawn is useful in slowing down his advance. If I push to b4, he can't really take. He can't really push. He can take. I take. Yeah, I think it'll create some weaknesses for him. If I do this, he can take my pawn, but I'll leave him with doubled pawns here, and I'll win this pawn. So he chooses not to. So I can take and then start putting pressure on c4, but I can't do it immediately. Okay, I've got the check. What to do? Maybe I should chase his rook away first. Now let's do the check first. I couldn't move my rook to c8 because the rook on d5 would hang. Now my bishop is hanging. Tricky position. Okay, he can play his rooks here. Check, takes, check, and I'm losing the bishop, so I need to defend. Yeah, that's not so easy, and right, that's the problem. Okay, but if I put my queen here, he can play his rook to he can play his rook to e7. Queen back here, still holding on to this square. And play rook back. I can interpose a rook. Yeah, this configuration with the king and the bishop is a bit unfortunate because any check on the back rank wins wins the bishop. Okay, he's defending the square with his queen. He's defending the square e8. So I'm putting my rook on this side of e8 so that when he plays there, I'm not forced to take. Now he goes there with the rook. Okay. So what I thought was queen here was possible. Still keeping an eye on e8. And then dropping the rook back maybe to d7 as possible. Let me see, rook d7, rook e8, rook f7. It takes, take with the bishop. Yeah, so he chases my queen. It's getting dangerous, but it's a little bit dangerous for him too, right? So I have checks in the back row. And this check here allows my queen to come in. Okay, so he's ganging up on my poor little bishop. I can defend with queen takes. Do I want to check first? Check drives the king here. Oh no, I can't check from that square, and I can't check from this square. Okay, so I have to defend. Okay, and my time is getting short. Let's see. Is he threatening to take here? I have to take. This is not too much of a threat.
Check.
I'm hitting his queen. 18 seconds. Okay.
Check.
So I can't take with the bishop, so I have to take with the king. The bishop is pinned. See if I can get some quick
Check.
moves in there. He can go there. I may have missed something here that's important. Only one move. But is there a mate here? Let's check here, bishop interposes. And then where's the next check?
Check.
Okay, so I have a check here with the queen, and then a rook there was mate, so so he has to be careful here. May be in big trouble. So 19 seconds. It's a good thing there's increment. I'm doing this with a 4-second increment, so I have a chance to finish this game and perhaps even win it. So he stops the... what's the problem? The problem is he's going to go to this square. Rook to g3, hitting my king. That was
Check.
a threat. Okay, so now he's got that. Can I come forward?
Check.
Go back in the corner. Yeah, that's annoying. Here I go. Got it. Got it. Queen and king are in a line here. Rook here check will not help, I don't think. Maybe he has perpetual.
Check. Check.
So queen here
White
check.
resigns.
With 13 seconds, I might have found that. Oh, pretty interesting game. I will upload this and do a postmortem. See you guys later. Bye.